Welcome to historic downtown Neenah. Sometimes it seems that all American towns are pretty much the same. There's these big roads, SUV, the stoplight, the patterns of traffic. There's a green, here everybody comes. But this series is dedicated to finding out what makes these little towns tick. I mean, the first place to start is the monuments. There's the City Hall of Neenah. Seems odd for a city hall, it's just a big spire. The town, the buildings in the town. Look at all that pavement with no cars. It's a Sunday. Nobody's at work.
Where are we, Emily?
We're in downtown Neenah.
Where is this in relation to Appleton?
It's down a little bit further south and near Lake Winnebago.
Okay.
Downtown Neenah. A lot of historic buildings. A lot of towns with central historic districts like this. There go the bikers. A lot of towns with bikers probably too. Bergstrom Paper Company seems to be the anchoring industry for Neenah, much like Appleton has Kimberly-Clark. This is a building lining the downtown Wisconsin Avenue, the main street. Must have been part of Bergstrom. What makes a town tick? Well, there's a farmer's market on Saturday. Relaunch the Rocket. Not sure what that's about. Arts Tour. Boo Fest, obviously for Halloween. Community Christmas event. Riverside Park rocket launch. Fundraiser, I guess. Down the way is a bookstore. I used to work at a little bookstore. I remember the empty Sundays, too. Not a lot of people walking around. But this seemed especially empty. In fact, the whole town seemed especially empty. Not sure what to make of it.
Tim, we just moved down here though or up here I guess, from Atlanta.
That's why you don't know about the Packer thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Exactly. It's
I'm
not
from the
quite
other
as
side
big.
of the state, so it's not quite so bad over there. But
Right.
the closer you get to Green Bay,
Right.
it's like some gravitational pull that it must affect their minds, especially if you're born here. But the whole Packer thing is...
Well, this way in
Scary.
Georgia, it's more like college football is kind of big, but we don't have like the
Well,
whole
here they have the
pro
Badgers and
football.
Madison, and that's really
Yeah,
big too.
really?
But, yes, but I'm not a sports person.
Right,
So.
right. Yeah, me neither.
So you haven't had many people in today because of the Packers game?
Since lunchtime. And we did have a real busy hour at about 11. Between 11 and 12, it was busy.
Uh-huh.
And then after that, it got really dead. And I was like, well, okay, so there's lulls, but then it stayed dead. And if you look outside, there are people out there.
Yeah.
They're off at a bar or park watching the Packer game.
It seems
Right.
like the only things that are really open are bars.
Bars and us. I know
Uh-huh.
people from the hotel came down and they're
Uh-huh.
scrapbooking. And they were a little searched too. And they're probably not watching the Packer game either. But
right.
But yeah, it's like it's the only thing on. And I've had people complain that it should be just called the Packer paper because they don't even have like any real news. It'll be Packers on the
Right.
sports page, but on the front page too.
Right.
Just outside the downtown area is a little neighborhood. Of course, the neighborhood's got to have a church. And neighborhood's also got to have a family biking down the road. But what is this place? Look at these houses. Again, you want to think, maybe all America is the same. Everyone says the same things inside these houses. But I sure wish I knew. One clue is all the little doodads outside. This is probably a doodad-heavy area. Already ready for Halloween. We're still a month off. One thing you can say is you never doubt what country you're in. You know it's America. We came across a park outside of town, Riverside Park, referring to the Fox River. Down that way is the lake. out of which the river flows. And here's a monument of some kind, celebrating children apparently, and the children seem to like it. All those kids at play. Now, when you get down to the water, you find out it's not so much a river as a lake. This is Lake Winnebago. Not a great lake, granted, but it's a big lake, and it's sitting in the middle of Wisconsin. Out of this lake, as I said, flows the Fox River, which goes up to Green Bay and goes by Appleton as well. There's a lighthouse on the shore of the lake. We had been looking for this lighthouse, and it looked a lot, in postcards, it looked like it was going to be big, but it's actually quite small. Across the way are a lot of homes. Homes that would take a better job than an assistant professor to be able to buy. There they sit. Not bad real estate. Look at that view of the lake. And of course, what makes all the difference in the world is going to these sorts of places with someone that you really love and sharing some laughs. I'm not even going to tell you what we were laughing about.